Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back with the Senior KASSAA Football Championship game here between the Frontenac Falcons and the Holy Cross Saints as we prepare for the opening kickoff. It is a cold and rainy November game here for the boys. I'm Josh Miles, joined alongside by Tristan Messenger. Tristan, I know you are our resident football expert here. How do you expect this game to pan out?
I'm thinking this game's gonna go pretty well. I think it's gonna last pretty long. It's gonna be high energy, and I think it's gonna be some intense. I think there's gonna be lots of contact. It's gonna be some good contact, and I think it's gonna be a good game.
All right. As we get set for the opening kickoff. And that one's sent way back there towards the end zone. And it's being run. We'll see how far the return can get it. He managed to get around a couple defenders, and he'll just run it out of bounds.
Right to the 40-yard line.
And definitely some strong rain coming in here today. Justin, with your football experience, what kind of impact does a rainy day have on a game?
It has lots of impact if you're curious as well. The ball's gonna be slippery. You're gonna be hard getting some traction on the ground, and just when you're least expecting it, you will be slipping and sliding.
When trying to make the quick movements on the feet, trying to make those quick sharp cuts, that's when your feet will give out on the slippery terrain.
Oh, absolutely.
And I see Frontenac snap back. The quarterback looking for options, trying dancing around a couple, and will gain about 3 yards. The back is getting rain. It's really warm. And now we see Frontenac set up once more. Quarterback looking for options, trying to make a passing play. A nice sharp pass makes it, and he's taken down, but that will be a first down.
I must say, the Frontenac line is holding up pretty well so far. They're not letting much go over to the quarterback, giving him clean opportunities to get some clean throws out there.
Yeah, exactly. Some superb work from the offensive line to, hold off Holy Cross as its attacking defenseman, and they don't want to let him get to the quarterback and let the quarterback make some clean plays, like you said. First down, Frontenac, just before half in their own end. Hands it back to the running back. Running back cutting through, looking for space. He gets through, still going, fumble. It's a fumble, and it's recovered by Holy Cross.
That is just what you want to see as a defensive player. The ball comes straight into that runner's arms. Be able to return that too is even better.
Now, with that fumble, Holy Cross will look to begin their offensive drive. Very important for Holy Cross to get that. See Grayson Fox, the quarterback for Holy Cross. And supported by running back number 1, Riker Brunette. And Fox with the pass, that one's incomplete. Yeah, definitely some heavy rainfall here.
Maybe if the team's lucky, it might calm down a little bit, but that's definitely unlikely.
And that's a nice snapback. And the punt That one sent far. Nice, well received there by Frontenac. Frontenac trying to cut it to the outside, but tracked well by the Holy Cross player, who takes him down. That would be number 28, Max Hermer. Max Hermer with some excellent tracking there to prevent a long return there by the Falcons.
Just what you want to see when you're going for that returner is he's running backwards instead of forwards.
First down Falcons. Around 32-yard line.
Let's see Frontenac begin. He'll hand it off to the running back. Running back trying to cut through the middle, and he's going to be taken down at the 35-yard line.
That's just what you want to see from your linebackers, is reading that play and coming in for the swarm tackle right when he gets past that line.
And pardon me, that's going to end up being the 36-yard line, and it'll be second down for the Frontenac Falcons.
And 3 yards on play.
3-yard gain on the play. Once again, second down. 8:40 left to go here in the first quarter of our Senior KASSAA Football Championship game. Quarterback looking for the pass option, and that's a complete pass, and he'll run it out of bounds.
That is just what you want to see when you're on offense, is watch the defense fall for the trips when you set it on the left side and throw to the right. Beautiful plays every time.
Tackled by number 28, Max Hermer. First down.
That's a nice short range pass to number 34, who's taken down.
Complete to number 34, Rulo. Tackled by number 3, Hanson. And 6 yards, second down.
And Frontenac quarterback Jack Day. Supported by running back Owen Rulu. And taken down there at the 45-yard line in Holy Cross's end.
That is a first down for Frontenac.
Tackled by number 37, Marcus Claus.
First down for Frontenac. Frontenac putting together a good drive here, stringing together some great offensive plays so far. And hands it back to the running back and taken down. Owen Rulu taken down at the 40.
It's beautiful plays when you look at that line. You're not getting through depending on where you are. If you look at them, I don't know about you, I might be turning around running.
See if Holy Cross can prevent Frontenac from getting another first down here. And trying to put themselves back on offense, as they've been playing a lot of defense here in the first quarter.
It's a beautiful.
And now we'll see Fox decide to run it. Fox trying to run it through. Can't quite get there, but it's close.
Appear to be a 3-yard gainage on the play.
Just say it straight.
I'm just trying to see what's talking.
Gain of 6 yards, second down.
Frontenac chooses to punt from the 41 when they have 4 left to go. If they're clever, they might even be able to recover this properly.
We'll see how Holy Cross sets up in case there is a trick play.
This is a strange setup.
And we'll see what they do, and they do indeed send the punt. That one has some good spin on it, and that one rolls out of bounds.
It will be starting from what looks to be the 15-yard line. Probably the 12 or 13.
Just under 6 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. And Tristan, the rain is really coming down, isn't it?
I would definitely say so. However, I think these boys have played in probably worse weather. This should be a walk in the park for them. However, I think they will have to try to step up their game to be able to perform as well as they want to.
Indeed, definitely with these inclement conditions, the game can become even more unpredictable. People sliding all over the place.
Oh, and there is a flag on the play. I believe it is an offside call.
The Saints recover. Second down. There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, Frontenac has declined the penalty, so they will continue at second down, I believe. Continuing at the second down on the 11-yard marker.
Oh, here's Holy Cross. Running. The quarterback finds a gap to run. And that's a good run. He's taken down what looks to be the 19-yard line or 20-yard line, either of the two. But Tristan, that was a good run from the quarterback there to find the open space.
I think that's a beautiful read on the play. He sees the gap, he takes the gap, and he continues running until he can't no more. I'd like to say it was a beautiful read on the halfbacks for Frontenac when they read that run from the quarterback.
And I'll see third down and most likely a punt here from Holy Cross. Just under 5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. And the punt is launched into the center field. And trying to run it along the sides is Frontenac player number 12, but he's taken down.
28.
Max Hermer taking him down there. Takes down Henry Casterton. And hands it off. Running back looking to find some space. Spin move, but can't get by. Does gain some yards on the play, however. Second down with a gain of 4 yards.
Oh, that's number 3. Oliver there with the beautiful breaking of that block to get the tackle there. Absolutely beautiful to watch.
Hands it off to Rulu, or fake hand off to Rulu. Not even fooled me. I couldn't see it properly from the booth up here, and it looked like he did indeed hand it off, but he didn't, and tried to make the passing play. However, incomplete pass.
Frontenac has now elected to punt on this down.
A snap back, and the punt is sent all the way by the 10-yard line. Holy Cross player looking to gain some distance, but doesn't get much and is taken down at the 15-yard line.
As a return, and the one thing you're looking for when you're getting that ball is to make sure there's no one around you and that you're getting blocks when you get that ball. Unfortunately, there weren't that many, and he was swarmed before he could get any time a run.
Indeed, just over 3.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Score is still 0-0. Both teams so far look pretty strong. Frontenac setting up some good play as Holy Cross playing some good shutdown defense when they've needed to most. Now, Holy Cross, when that snap was way off target, and it's fumbled.
And that is a touchdown for Frontenac.
Frontenac recovers that in the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Tristan, what does a mistake like that do to the morale of Holy Cross?
Oh, you already know that center is blaming himself hard. That snap was way over the quarterback's head there. It's unfortunate that he was unable to recover that bad snap, and that line did not get to hold that ball.
Definitely an unfortunate play there that gives Frontenac the go-ahead touchdown. Now they lead 6-0 with a chance to make it 7-0 with this conversion. And 6 points goes to 7 as they manage to convert on the 1-point conversion. Definitely not what you want to see if you are a Holy Cross player or Holy Cross fan, and that is a really unfortunate play there to give Frontenac the lead. You can't be having mistakes like this in the championship game, can you?
Absolutely not. These are mistakes that you could have in practice and maybe in the season game, but definitely not for any kind of tournament or important game like this. As a coach, you probably feel just disappointment in that part. But if you were a coach for the Falcons, that would be absolute pride and happiness for the defense after recovering that fumble in the end zone.
And if you are Holy Cross in this situation, you just have to take a deep breath and move on. You can't let that get to you. You just got to reset and play the game that you know you can play.
Here we are for the kickoff. Let's see some good stuff.
Now,
Absolutely phenomenal kick to the 15-yard line.
we'll see how far he can run it. A nice move to jump around a couple defenders laterally, but it ends up getting taken down around the 30-yard line. I think that's going to be exactly 30-yard line. Yes, it will.
Indeed it is. Straight to the 30.
That was made by number 40. First down, Holy Cross at its own 30-yard line.
That'll be the first down for Holy Cross on the 30-yard line. We'll see what they can do with the ball here. We'll see what kind of play they set up. And
That is a beautiful
intercepted by
interception.
Frontenac. And he is trucking through the opposition. He makes it back to the 30-yard line for Frontenac this time. And Tristan, what an interception there. Great defense.
That was a beautiful read by the defense there. The way that they swarmed around the line to put pressure on that quarterback to get out a stressed throw that did not make it to his intended target. That was honestly a beautiful play for the defense.
Exactly. And I like how you picked up and you elaborated on how the Frontenac player was able to slip by the lineman of Holy Cross and able to get towards that quarterback and force a panic throw out of him.
As a quarterback, the one thing you need is intuition. You got to know when you got to stay and when you got to go, and when you got to throw and when you probably shouldn't. For him there was nowhere for him to go, so it was either throw or lose the yards, and he made the right choice in that moment. Unfortunately, the defense read him well.
And here's Frontenac.
Oh, a trick play.
And
Down the
look
left
at
side
him.
for a touchdown.
He's going.
No.
But he trips up on the 5-yard line. It didn't look like anyone got him. Perhaps it's just that slippery grass.
Probably was, or he probably was running hard and he missed his step. I know it's an easy thing to do, especially if you're a clumsy feller.
26-yard gain. First down.
That's a 26-yard gain. First down on the 4-yard line.
Here comes Owen and Henry to join the offense on the 5-yard line.
And hands it off. And will he get in? Touchdown,
And-
Falcons!
Beautiful. From a coaching perspective, that's exactly what you want to see. Your shuffle play right down the middle works perfectly. But as you know, if you were a coach for Holy Cross, that's something you definitely don't want to see. Their line didn't get to do what they were supposed to do.
And it's a beautiful play by Frontenac to take the 13-0 lead. And that conversion is sent straight through the uprights and make that 14-0 for the Falcons.
That ball almost went into the bleachers.
The score is 10:36 of the first quarter. Frontenac 14, Holy Cross nothing.
Here comes the kickoff team from Frontenac. Let's see what they can show us.
So far, Tristan, I would say Frontenac has played better between these two teams. And they've looked really, really strong so far, wouldn't you say?
I would definitely agree with you. I think they have a strong bond throughout the season that they've played. They've definitely played hard. They've played well, and this is just another, this is a true game for them where they get to play as a family, less than a team.
Some of them, this might be their last opportunity to play football with the Falcons squad. It's in grade 12 and 13 players will be graduating and leaving the school. And that kickoff is sent way deep into the Holy Cross end. And we'll see what kind of return they can put on here. Trying to look for a block, but can't find it from a teammate, and he's taken down around the 21-yard line.
That was some beautiful play by Frontenac there. Holy Cross's blocks were getting broken every single time. This is definitely what you would expect from your Frontenac, as they've been standing at first place the whole season, 7-0.
11-yard return, first down for Holy Cross. And they must make some intelligent plays here as the running back looks to break through. He's still on his feet, but he is stopped up. However, that will be a first down awarded. In the regular season tilt between these two teams, Frontenac took it 40-11 against Holy Cross. So it'll be interesting to see if we'll have a similar story here in this game, or if Holy Cross will respond. 30 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
And that was a beautiful read by the Frontenac defense.
Unable to truck through for Holy Cross, the running back. And Grayson Fox is sacked.
That was a beautiful play right there. Beautiful.
Frontenac really putting on pressure against the Holy Cross offense. Holy Cross, especially the quarterback Fox, hasn't had much time at all to make plays as we get ready for the second quarter to begin.
From the first quarter of this game so far, as we've gone down to the second, Frontenac has owned this so far. I believe that Holy Cross definitely still has the opportunity to come back and take a win here. They're not that too far behind. However, they really got to step up their game if they want that to happen. And the rain is now picking up, including the wind.
Indeed, even here up in the press box where we are streaming from, it's getting chillier and chillier And the rain is creeping into the box more as the wind is pushing it in. And so it'll be third down, so we'll look to see a punt from Holy Cross. That punt is sent shallow and high, and that's out of bounds around the 48, 47 yard line. I don't think he got really properly under the ball where he would have wanted, Tristan.
I don't think so, but there's nothing wrong with a high ball though. It gives your men enough time to get to the ball and swarm the returner if the ball goes to his hands. But I must say, the center, their long snapper here has some beautiful snaps straight to the kicker every time.
Now see a short snap and hand it off for Frontenac, and there's a flag on the play.
It appears to be a call on Frontenac. It is a holding call on Frontenac. They will be repeating first down with a 5-yard additional penalty. Apologies, 10 yards.
Holy Cross coach telling his team to watch for the screen.
And the headphones.
Fakes the handoff, and I'll see a Frontenac quarterback send that one intentionally out of bounds.
If the ball had gone straight before crossing the line of scrimmage, it would have been a flag for intentional grounding. However, he definitely has the throw and arc to get that way past the line of scrimmage. This is probably their last chance to get the yards back before they go into punt. Now, I believe that if they do their things right, they definitely can. However, Holy Cross's defense has definitely been performing very well so far.
I'll see. Flag tossed out on the play. We'll see what Jack Day can do as he's getting sacked. In the process of being sacked, Jack Day is forced to throw a panic throw, and he sends that one way away from any of his teammates, and no one can get there, and that'll be third down, and we will see what this flag is.
So maybe repeating.
That's three.
That vision is so bad.
The penalty was offside Frontenac. Penalty declined. Third down.
Penalty for blindsiding against Frontenac, and Holy Cross will decline the penalty.
As a punter here, I hope this kick goes very well compared to the last one that went off by Holy Cross. And that is beautiful distance.
And another flag tossed out on the play. We'll see how far the Holy Cross player can return. And there's 3 flags out on the play so far.
It appears that most of them will be involved for holding and illegal blindside blocking.
Number 8, Nuamona, flags on the play.
Now, it looks like the officials are having some discussions with the players.
I believe that this may be one of the defensive representatives to see if they will accept or decline the penalties.
against Holy Cross.
Penalty holding against Holy Cross.
First down, Saints.
And there's another penalty against Frontenac that I didn't quite catch. So
Blindsiding.
be in neutral, and we'll see first down for Holy Cross. Holy Cross player trying to run it. He's taken down. It'll be second down. A gain of 4 yards.
Gain of 4 yards on the play.
And now let's see what kind of play a Holy Cross player can make as he dances around a couple and he runs it out of bounds. Will first down be awarded? I think he got there before first down, or pardon me, before he went out of bounds. And indeed it will be a first down.
From up here in the press box, we could definitely hear some of the Frontenac coaches getting very upset with the uncalled holding on the play.
First down, Saints.
We can't lower it anymore. We can't lower it anymore.
Why not?
Because it'll block the camera.
So? So then this can be that and this.
Number 17, Mir.
Now it'll be second down for Holy Cross.
Second down.
The 7-yard gain. And trying to push forward.
There's only so much you can do as a running back, especially if you're running into traffic rather than around. He definitely performed pretty well for going straight into it and gaining an additional 2 yards after the original contact.
And first down will be awarded.
Battle number 11, Owen Boothby.
The rain has definitely picked up from how it was at the beginning of this game, getting definitely very chilly up here in the press box, and I could not imagine being down there in this weather. All that contact will hurt, and it will be uncomfortable.
Battle number 87, Evans.
We'll see second down there as Riker Brunette gets taken down. Now we'll see. Oh, and that's a fumble, and it's recovered by Frontenac.
That definitely would not have happened if it wasn't raining. That ball will become slippery, and during contact, you can and definitely will drop it if it hits the right spot.
And as a player, that is not something you want to be responsible for. That is a big-time fumble, and Frontenac will get a good opportunity here to add another 6 or 7 points to their total.
There's definitely nothing worse as a runner than dropping the ball. Most people, I feel like, would rather get hurt than fumble the ball, especially on big-time plays that need big-time rewards.
Oh, and a big-time hit there against Owen Rulu. Owen Rulu took the running back. Looked to have some head-on-head contact there.
That's definitely something we do not want to see, especially since there's a lot of vital things on top of our noggins. One good hit is going to leave a lot of problems on and off the fields that can last a long time.
Never like to see head-on-head contact, but he appears to be all right. And the fake throw managed to oh, and it's fumbled. Who's going to recover it? It looks to be Holy Cross at first, but I can't see from up here. There's way too many bodies in the way.
It appears to be recovered by Frontenac. Indeed, it was.
And that's a big time recovery there as they almost gave Holy Cross right back their fumble, but Frontenac able to recover that one, and they remain on the offensive.
There is nothing worse than recovering a fumble on defense and then watching your offense get rid of that ball right after.
Taken down there at the 26. Second down. And now see it handed off to Owen Rulu. Rulu running, and he tries to jump over the tackle, but he does get clipped by the player on defense, and he's taken down. However, he does get the first down.
Honestly, I don't think any of these defensive people want to be hurdled. I think most of them would rather be trucked. And with that play there and that attempted hurdle, I think he is happy he clipped his foot when he was in the air.
Now, hands it off to Rulu again. Rulu dancing around the defenders. He's cutting in, and he's taken down. Will first down be awarded? Yes, it will. It will now be first and goal.
They have 6 yards to go.
So it will be 6 and goal, or 6 to the goal, pardon me, as the rain picks up once again. And hands it off to Rulu. Rulu cutting in. And I will say no, touchdown. Second down.
If anything, you will be expecting to see is a rush tug here with the quarterback just blitzing straight through the line and into the end zone. Or they may go for a wide sweep run. We will have to wait and see.
Only 1 yard to go.
Looks like a sweep will be taking place. Nope. Rush tail.
And touchdown Frontenac as they managed to push it in.
See, what most people don't really seem to really think about is with the rain and all this wind, it's a lot harder to kick a ball than you anticipate. That ball will go everywhere. And when you're getting the ball on the tee, it's hard to catch and put down. And that kick is good. And straight into the building.
That conversion kick is belted straight into the long pavilion. And Tristan, what have you made of both teams' efforts so far here in this game to start?
Well, Frontenac definitely wants to try and take this home as best as they can, no matter the lead. There is no mercy rule in football, and they will keep going until the game is over. Holy Cross definitely wants to stop that, so no matter what happens, win or lose, it is not by much.
And I know we keep saying it, but up here in the press box, we're cold, so we can only imagine how the players are feeling down there.
This is absolutely the weather you want to wear sweaters or long sleeves with. Even on and off the field, you definitely want to bring some jackets so that you're not, nice and warm on the sidelines and not getting drenched the whole time.
And that's a well-received kickoff, and we'll see how far he can get as he is taken down. And
Frontenac is definitely very energetic after how well they've been performing. Their morale is definitely high. Holy Cross, on the other hand, does not seem like they're enjoying this much, but they definitely need that extra push to keep going. Once one thing happens, I'm sure it will continue to happen. Maybe that's a touchdown or a field goal, but once the energy is increased, I'm sure it will definitely be a much more extravagant game to watch.
Holy Cross really needs to start picking up the pace here. You know, they can't let it get to their head that they're down 21-0. There's still quite some time in this game. They have the rest of this quarter here, and then they have the full next half, 2 other full quarters, 24 minutes, to make magic happen. And you know, we've seen bigger comebacks than this before. And that is a good way to get started. 50.
And that is exactly what we want to see from up here. A beautiful passing play with an additional run for a distractible gain of yards. That is definitely the boost they need to get their morale high. They have 25 minutes left in this game to get some points on the board. I think they can do it. It's going to be impossible to read this.
That's definitely what you want to see as a Holy Cross fan and as a player. Oh, and that's going to be an incomplete pass there as Frontenac player managed to slip by the offensive line and get to the quarterback and force out a panic throw. That'll be second down for Holy Cross.
Watching Owen from up here perform those amazing stunts from as the defense is beautiful to watch here. He's definitely a star right now, and he will definitely continue to be a star for the remainder of this game. He's constantly getting to that quarterback and to all the plays.
See the run from the quarterback, looking to be intercepted, and he trucks through one.
And that is the contact we love to see. Oh. Grayson Fox there absolutely saying, get out of my way while trying to run there. He's got the size on his advantage. He can take that hit and he can keep going. But you must remember in this game, size is not all. And that is the 3-minute warning gone off. It's a little late. We're about 2 minutes and 40 seconds into this. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in this quarter before halftime.
And just 1 yard away, they're going to attempt to get through instead of punting, which I like because they're down by so much so far. And he gets through. 40, trying to cut through. Flag on the play.
It would appear to be probably related to blocking, either an illegal block of any kind, whether it be the holding or blindsiding. Love to see that it's still a first down, but that is definitely not what you want to see. You need those yards now rather than later, especially when you're so close to getting your first points on the board. Any kind of blocking that involves flags at the end is definitely not what you want. It's definitely not a block, and it's never what you want to see as a coach.
So Holy Cross will get their first down, but they will suffer a 10-yard penalty, and so they will be forced to start their next sequence at the 45 instead of the 35. Hands it off for the running back. Running back trying to make a play happen, but doesn't get very far.
That is a beautiful read by the defense to see that run and, react to it. It appears that we have a possible injury on the field, though. Looks to be
Riker Brunette hurting a little bit here. That's never something you want to see. But he's up on his feet. And he's walking off with quite some speed of his own volition, so
that adrenaline is definitely saving him, though. Don't want to know the pain he may experience in a minute or two when that adrenaline wears off.
It's never something you want to see here, especially since he's such a key player to the Holy Cross offense here. Very important to this team, the running back.
key player or not, we never want to see injuries, especially in a high contact sport like this. Injuries will last a long time depending on where they are, how they are, and the severity of them.
And that one snap back. Fox looking for options. Short range pass, but that's incomplete. Once again, perhaps just the ball becoming extra slippery. Just with an incomplete pass there as it slips out of the hands.
That's the return to that. Didn't catch it.
Portonski is the one who unfortunately was unable to receive that pass.
All that he's probably going through his head is if the rain was not here. That ball is drenched. They definitely do not appear to have towels on the field for the players to dry the balls. But this is turf. It's honestly a little bit better than normal grass, but that will still slip and you will still slide.
And that punt is unable to be cleanly received. And Frontenac will have to begin their drive from deep in their own end.
Something you never want to see when the returner is chicken wings when they're trying to return the ball. That ball will slip straight through and it will go right through you.
First down for Frontenac on their own 12-yard line. 1 minute, 41 seconds left to go here in the second quarter.
This is absolutely Holy Cross's time to get in here, kick some bum, and get that ball back.
Now, we'll look to see if the Holy Cross can make something happen here. It'll be important for them to try and create some turnovers. We want to see kind of looking for interceptions, trying to force out fumbles from Frontenac so they can begin an offense deep in Frontenac's end because they don't have that much time left to go here, in the second quarter.
Less than half of the time remaining within just over a minute left on this clock.
And it's handed off, but read perfectly by Holy Cross, and that's a third down already.
That is definitely what you want to see for Holy Cross, is reading these plays and not letting them gain a single yard.
Rulu taken down viciously there.
It's lovely to see that the rain has calmed down a little bit. It's become a lot less of a problem, definitely for these players out here. These balls will still be a little slippery, but it's a lot easier to hold on to.
And they finally are going to take the timeout left counter down for Holy Cross, as Holy Cross did call a timeout, but they didn't change the counter on the scoreboard for a while. And we'll get ready to see a punt. That one with some good distance into the center field. We'll see how far Holy Cross can return it as he's being hunted down, and he's taken down there. Number 24, Frontenac, with the tackle. And our roster sheets are just unreadable at this point. They're just rain-soaked completely. That's Emmett Lennox with the big-time tackle there. And we'll see the Holy Cross quarterback try to make a pass, but that one skips off the ground and it's incomplete.
something that's definitely lovely to see is the sportsmanship on the field. Not much fighting, not much, screaming at each other, but like helping each other up and giving the ball nicely over to people.
Always good to see there. Definitely here, one thing at KASSAA we approve of is sportsmanship. Fox looks for options, makes a good read on the play. However, there's one front neck player who's ready for him and doesn't let him get far. Be third down, and Holy Cross gets the special teams out and prepares to punt. "35 seconds left to go here in the second quarter, approaching halftime. Holy Cross punt.
That is a beautiful punt. It's high and it's far and it has gone out of bounds, just like how a lot of the time we want.
Like you said, Tristan, just an amazing punt there to keep the ball way back in front next zone and prevent a return play. "26 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. And hand it off to Rulu. Rulu trying to cut through. How far will he make it?
And he has made it half of the distance that he needs to. With the traffic he had, is a beautiful thing to watch. He trucks them all and he keeps running until he is gone. Second down and 3 yards to go until the new down is.
7 yards. Second down.
15 seconds.
This is just what we want to see Holy Cross do, is hold them off for the remainder of the time on the clock to not let them get anything through.
5 seconds. And take it down with 1.1 on the clock. That'll be a first down. But it shouldn't matter at this point with 1.1 seconds left. They'll have time for one more play.
That is the end of our second quarter, giving us to halftime. This is a beautiful game, lots of intensity, lots of contact. It has gone very well in Frontenac's favor so far.
And as we go into halftime, we will take a quick pause for the cause, and we will see you back here after halftime. Don't go anywhere, but maybe grab yourself a snack and some drinks, and we'll see you in roughly 12 minutes. Welcome back to KASSAA Senior Boys football action here at Richardson Stadium. Rain still coming down as strong as ever. Frontenac with a commanding 21-0 lead over Holy Cross so far, as we get set for the opening kickoff of the second half of the game.
Frontenac has had a really, really powerful kicker so far this game, so we'll see how this keeps on going from now. I believe that they'll do pretty well. See if they go deep. I know it's raining a lot, and that tee is going to be very hard to keep that ball upright.
Indeed, it will be. It's going to be for the kickers, it's definitely a difficult time to be kicking the ball, but you know, they've been training a long time for this.
Most of these have probably been playing more than they have been at high school, you know, probably before they came.
And there's the kickoff. That one is great, and that one will roll out of bounds. There's a flag on the play.
We will wait to see what that flag is for.
That one was thrown out by the ref all the way in the end zone. As it looks like one of the refs actually now does have a towel to wipe off the ball.
So do the coaches now. They've also finally brought out their towels, which is really nice to see for the last half of the game.
Definitely could have used it earlier, but better late than never. As there's some sort of kick violation as that snap goes through the quarterback's feet. Fox managed to shake it off, and he's running backwards, dawdling with it, and he'll throw that one out of bounds. And there is also a flag on the play.
Appears to be a holding call against Frontenac. However, I'm unsure at this time.
Rain really coming down here. I know it appears as specks on your guys' screens, but here for us looking up at those floodlights, all we can see is a mist of particles. And does appear to be second down.
The flag was declined by Frontenac.
A nice snapbacks there by Fox. Trying the spin move, is getting pushed further and further back.
That is a beautiful throw. It's really unfortunate to see that the defense were able to push him back the yards that he gained for a small, a small gainage compared to what he originally had. It was a first down originally, but it's gone down to the third down with 3 to go.
And Daly close to getting his team a first down, but defense able to repel him and push him back.
It's just what you want to see from the defense on the coaching perspective if you were a coach for Frontenac.
I'll see them snap back, but unable to grab it. So he decides to kick it off the ground.
That is a beautiful improvised choice within that moment. Screw picking the ball up, I'm just kicking it now. Best choice he could have made. He was definitely going to get hit or sacked, depending if he picked up that ball or not. Or the kicker would have definitely been blocked.
There's also multiple flags on the play.
It appears that the offense did not give the returner the 5 yards he needed when receiving the ball.
Will be first down for Frontenac and a 5-yard penalty.
That is a beautiful pass there for the run. And that appears to be second down, though. We'll see if they award first down or not. Our sticks are moving and it's hard to tell.
Looks like they will be awarded first down.
However, the sticks are not lined up with the ball currently. Definitely strange to see that they gave off the first down, especially since there was a whole yard left from that current state where it is now and the end of the yards.
And that's a nice handoff there to Owen. Owen trying to drive as far as he can, gets a block from his teammates, but he's getting taken back.
There's one key thing you must remember when watching all of these different group tackles is when the whistle goes. That's the end of the play. You do not continue hitting anybody on that field.
And that'll be another first down for Frontenac as they're stringing together some amazing sequences. There's Frontenac, hands it off to Rulu. Rulu trying to cut through. A nice spin move by Rulu. And that'll be another first down. Hands it off to Rulu. Rulu making some magic once more, and he's down at the 20.
It would appear to be around a 7 to 6 yard gainage. The one thing I definitely love to hear is the communication between the defense here so that everyone knows what's happening, even if they're looking up or looking down to watch that ball.
Eight minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Frontenac looking to make their play here on the second down. Hands it off to, or pardon me, fakes the pass to Rulu. Looking to run more, but it's out of bounds.
And you know that fake is good when it even fools the commentator.
From up here, sometimes you can only see their backs, and so you can't actually tell if they hand it off or not. And there's an actual handoff to Rulu, and he won't make it very far this time. Be second down, loss of 2 yards. Six minutes, 50 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. So get set.
And that is a beautiful run by the quarterback there. Definitely some nice yards gained there. Looks to be about 5 or 6 yards. Absolutely beautiful to see. Frontenac has elected to go for a field goal here. Definitely a wise choice.
Yeah, so just over 6 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Frontenac will look to extend their lead to 24. And And that one
is a
will
good.
make it through the uprights.
That is just what you want to see, even with the angle and the rain and the wind. It is still clean and straight through the uprights.
6:03 is the third quarter. Scores now crossing at 24. Holy Cross, nothing.
Holy Cross still not on the score sheet.
Their time will come within the last 18 minutes of this game. As do I hope.
Holy Cross really has to start pushing a comeback here before it's too late.
They put some points up on the board during the seasonal game, but this is KASSAA Finals, and this is when it truly matters. This is when you want those points up, and you want it to be at least a close game.
You don't just want these points, you need these points.
That right there is the run we want to see when it comes to getting those points up on the board. 8 yards on that play. Beautiful run, even through traffic, and weaving through all those tackles and breaking blocks.
Tackle down to 17 here. He is 8. Second down.
I'll get ready. And the snapper. It's a clean snap back as Holy Cross manages to push through for first down. Riker Brunette manages to push through for first down. And we'll see if Holy Cross can string together a couple good sequences here. As we'll see him run it and taken down at the 46, 47 yard line. Second down, 46 yard line. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left to go here. Oh, and that's one's dropped, able to be recovered by Holy Cross, but that's going to force them onto their third down, and they're going to have to send out their punting crew.
What we want to see right now is what we saw from the junior Holy Cross team. They had really strong punting, really strong returning, and everything was really strong compared to the Frontenac juniors. They won that game surprisingly, not by much, but it was a very close and heavy game to watch.
And that snap is way back over the kicker's head, and he's going to have to improvise a punt.
And that punt is out of bounds. And just nailed one of their players in the head. Don't worry, he is okay.
If you're Holy Cross, that is definitely not what you want to be seeing there. And the snapper sends up one way over the kicker's head, and he's unable to get a clean kickoff, and is forced to retreat all the way back towards the end zone before getting the punt off. Looking for options, complete pass, trying to dodge, is able to stay on his feet, going 20, and take it down at the 10.
One thing you definitely don't want to see is high tackles in this sport. You know, it's definitely good if you aim for the legs or the thighs and the feet. You don't want to aim for the upper torso. There's risk of injuries, and honestly, I think it would be better to hit them low than risk a horse calling flag. Collar. Horse collar.
Now, you see Frontenac resume their offense from the 11-yard line. first down. And hands it off to Rulu. Rulu trying to push through, trucks through one, and touchdown Falcons. Owen Rulu with an 11-yard run to put Frontenac Falcons up to 30 on the board.
After this conversion, it may be a third. It may stay 30, or it will go to a 31. We'll see if Holy Cross is able to deflect this kick. Almost. Just short from deflecting the kick.
Just under 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Frontenac with a very, very commanding 31-0 lead so far. Doesn't look like a middle-aged man right now.
We have less than 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. This is our time for Holy Cross to step up and get their first points on the board. Especially, it'd be great to get it to a kick return touchdown.
Yes. Holy Cross needs to put up some sort of points on the board very shortly if they want any chance of coming back in this one.
There's honestly not much you want to do unless it's getting nothing on the scoreboard, especially in a KASSAA finals game.
At this point, I'm sure the coach just told the boys that they're to play for pride. And that kick was unable to be received fully, but he does get it, and he tries to run as far as he can, but he'll only make it as good as the 25.
It'll be first down for the Saints on their own 27.
And here's Holy Cross. A snap pass, and that's complete, but he is tackled right after. That'll be a second down.
It would appear to be a 6 or 7 yard gainage on that play, but it was definitely a beautiful catch to watch.
It is a 6-yard gain on the play. And Fox sends a long-range pass, and that one is completed, but it will not be good for a first down.
It looks to be a 3 yard gain with 1 more to go for New Down.
Two-yard gain on the play with 2 yards to go. One snap back and running with it. Trying to run as far as he can, and will make it over the 40. So a first down will be awarded. $50 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Once again, first down awarded. Clock ticking. 40 seconds. Fox with the nice snap pass, bullet pass. Oh, no, what a spin move there. Still going through. Number 2. Quinn Seganowicz with an amazing reception on that pass, and then a nice spin move to get around 1. And
Except, however, there's an unfortunate circumstance where he does not appear to be getting up on his own. It appears to be a leg injury of some sort.
Gain 25 yards on the play. First down.
Never something you like to see, obviously, like we've been saying from within the junior game and in the senior game. Any sort of injury is never something you want to see. He looks to be getting up and heading straight back into the huddle.
See, the confusion there is definitely not what we want to see. The rules here is if you are down and you need a trainer to come on the field, you have to come off the field and sit out for a certain number of plays. Now, I cannot remember if it is 4 or not. However, I believe that is what it is.
And here's Fox trying to make the pass, and that one's incomplete. Almost throws an interception there.
The unfortunate timing of that throw is the wind did pick up before the throw was thrown.
And yeah, now the rain is really coming down here. It is pouring as we head to second down.
I cannot even read the roster sheet anymore.
They are just so waterlogged, it is insane. Here's Fox with it, tries to run, and will not be able to get very far. I don't think he will even gain a single yard there.
I must recognize number 62 on the Holy Cross line there with a beautiful block for our little runner there. Coming in from the backside, he just swipes the man clean off of his feet. Fourth quarter has now begun. 12 minutes left on the clock for the remainder of this game. We'll see if Holy Cross can put some points on the scoreboard within those 12 minutes. Clock has now begun running now.
Just taking a little pause here to try and wipe off some of the water off of our machines here.
Why did the camera quality just change all of a sudden? It's out of focus.
It's because there's water on the camera.
The focus is gone.
The focus is off.
That's a beautiful run play that's gone off for Frontenac. They've gained up, and it's now going to be first down.
He's going through and take it down. And now you can even see it on the stream. If you look in the top right corner, all you could see is just mist. That is basically how it is here at Richardson Stadium. It just looks like waving particles are waving back and forth. There's so much rain.
And that is a beautiful read by the Holy Cross defense as they swarm in and do not let Frontenac gain a single yard with a loss of 4 yards.
Stop by number 5 yards. Loss of 3 yards on the play, second down.
All right, now hand it off. Trying to charge through, but he's taken down.
And there appears to be almost no yards gained at all.
Gains only 1 yard on the play. Now special teams for Frontenac will return to the field.
And here is a beautiful snap to the kicker.
Oh, almost. And the punt is grabbed, and he'll just jog that one out of bounds. Exactly 9 minutes left to go in the game.
Within that circumstance there for that returner, there was nowhere to go other than backwards or out of bounds. Definitely the wise choice to go out of bounds. Then if he does get hit, it is a late hit call and they will gain yards. Holy Cross goes for a sweep on the left side, and he runs out of bounds.
8:46 left to go here in the game. Holy Cross down by an almost insurmountable 31-0 number so far. And that'll be a first down for Holy Cross.
On the 43-yard line. I am seeing the trainer running out. I don't know. It appears that a Frontenac player is down and not getting up.
Again, especially with the slick conditions that we're playing in, injuries are so prevalent in the game of football, especially in wet, soppy games like this. You never know what could happen. You know, people are slipping and sliding all over the place, and you know, and when you slip in with these slippery conditions, you know, your arms and legs, they bend in ways that you don't want them to as they struggle to find traction on the ground.
And it appears to be a ankle injury of some sort on our Frontenac player. It appears to be Mir Redon, who had the injury.
Frontenac number 17.
I know one thing these players definitely think is they can't wait to get home and take a nice hot shower. Get all this nice soggy weather off. And there's a flag on the defense for offside. And the pass is incomplete.
Almost an interception there, but perhaps once again bailed out by the rain.
Offside.
5 yards on that play for offside.
Replay first down.
Repeat first down.
Tries to hand it off, and he gets flipped over.
With almost appears to be a 4 or 5 yard gains. And it is a 5-yard gainage.
Second down.
Someone else is also down and not getting up, and the trainer will be returning to the field. Another Frontenac player.
A lot of injuries this game.
The definite benefit for Frontenac is they have a lot of bodies here on their roster. So as much as it's horrible to see injuries, they still have people that can go out and play.
Let's go out and play. Let's go out and play. Oh, jeez. I touched the water. And
Injury definitely does not look good. He's now sitting up at least, which is a good sign, and he's being helped onto his feet. It appears to be number 11. Either Jacob Machado or Owen Goldsby.
Jacob Machado or Owen Goldsby are the potential injured player. There does appear to be duplicate number 11s on the roster list.
Definitely a problem you'll have with such a big school, is you definitely won't have enough numbers for everyone to have their very own number. And that's a beautiful run for Holy Cross.
Here comes Holy Cross. Oh!
That is a beautiful hit. He's 29, celebrating.
That is a big kaboom of a hit right on the runner.
Contact appears to be done by number 18 for Frontenac.
And here's Fox looking for options. Snaps one far. Almost intercepted, but he'll settle to make that an incomplete pass. Second down.
Wyatt Chase with that near interception. Also the same person with that impressive contact on the play prior. And it looks like the box on the side for yardage is broken and will not go off of the first yard marker. So it is second down.
And trucking through, eventually taking down, but he will gain first down.
And he appears to be on the 32-yard mark.
Holy Cross might be threatening here for their first points, eh?
Absolutely. This is definitely the energy that they wanted. This is the momentum they've needed the whole game, and it is great to see that they have it now. This is the most impressive gainage of yards, positive time every time, and some definitely hard hits.
And passes it off, and he's taken down. He's not going to gain significant yards here on that play.
It is a 1-yard gainage, so at least they didn't lose any.
Just over 6 minutes left to go here in the game. And there's Fox with the snap throw, and he finds his man who's taken down. It appears to be either the 24 line or 23. I believe it's the 24.
It is on the 23rd.
And that'll be a first down awarded. Holy Cross now indeed threatening. And here's Fox looking for options. Flag on the play. Deep throw into the end zone.
And it's
Incomplete.
Incomplete. Unfortunate. But the flag on the play may assist Holy Cross in some sorts. It
Cross pass intended for number 4, Haley, but incomplete.
Five-yard penalty for Frontenac offside, which is giving 9 yards for Holy Cross, giving them closer to the end zone. They will be repeating the down. Passing
Here's
play on
Fox.
the play, and there's the ball.
Looking
and
long.
it's incomplete. Too far.
Pass intended for Burnett, incomplete. Third down. Beg your pardon, second down.
I was going to change it to third because you said third. There's a second. I'm like, oh.
I said
Huh?
I said no.
Third down. Pardon me, second. And here's Fox with it, looking for options. Long range throw into the end zone.
And that is
Caught!
a
Touchdown!
There are points on the board for Holy Cross with just over 5 minutes left in the last quarter of the game.
And Holy Cross put 6 points on the board, looking for 7, or potentially they might go for 8. You know, for Holy Cross, it's always a good thing just to say, you know what, even if they do lose this one, hey, we didn't get skunked.
Definitely true. I think what they probably should go for right now is a 2-point conversion for those extra points. However, it's definitely what they appear to be doing currently is a 2-point conversion.
And we'll see.
And the rain is picking up now.
See what Fox can do with it. Fox looks for the throw, and it's incomplete.
Definitely a close moment there, and definitely great to watch. Unfortunate, it's just over the hands of the receiver. I'm kicking confused now. Nice music they played all day. Let's see what is going on, and it's taking a little bit of time and a little slow currently. Just got to work out some logistical problems on the field with Frontenac there. Definitely seems to be a Holy Cross kickoff that's going on right now. I am not 100% sure as to what is currently happening right now, but it seems they've lined everybody up on the near side of the field from the press box, and they are doing
Onside kick.
You just kicked it 10 yards in front of them.
I think we are seeing an onside kick attempt.
A beautiful kick, and his knees were on the ground. There's definitely a lot of energy on the field currently. I love the safety.
And the onside kick attempt is recovered by Frontenac.
Definitely unsuccessful. However, it would have been definitely beneficial if it had succeeded. No matter how many yards they gained, it would still be in their possession for even an increase in points on the board. Timeout has been called by Frontenac.
And we'll get ready for play to resume here. Hand it off. Frontenac running back looking to break through. Can only get as good as center field. .430 left to go here in this one.
And there's a bad snap by Frontenac there.
But they managed to recover, and they'll go for the safety.
It's not safety. They just took it back. No, they'd be a touchback that's in there. Well, you tell. Merely just took a knee. And I believe it's third down or second down. I am unsure.
I mean, just taking a knee.
Lots of 14 yards on play, third down.
See, all this cold rain is getting to my confused head.
And that kick was blocked by appears to be number 9, Henry Van Dyke or so. I'm unsure as to the number though. I believe it was 9 or it was 8.
Now it's recovered by Holy Cross.
All good. Thank you.
Saints recover. First down, Holy Cross. From that 33-yard line.
And first down for Holy Cross at Frontenac's 33-yard line. 4 minutes and counting left to go here in the game. Look for options. Trying to run it, trying to cut in, and he's taken down.
With a positive gain of yards, it appears to be 7. Here comes in a coach to replace that wet ball. Oh, and he dropped it.
.320 left to go in the game. Frontenac 31-6. Taken down at what appears to be the 26 or 25-yard line.
It is the 26-yard line of which they were taken down.
Be third down. Gain of 4 yards on the play.
Here comes Alex Butansky to join the line on the field.
And obviously not going to go for a field goal here. It's down by a significant margin. They're going to try and pressure everything they have. And here's Fox looking for options. He's going to run it. Look for the throw, and that one is blocked. A blocked pass incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And that is the 3-minute warning whistle. However, there's only 2 minutes and 26 seconds left on the clock.
Turnover on down. First down for the Falcons.
Puddle on my pants.
Here's Frontenac. Drops it back to the running back. Running back cutting through. And that'll be a first down. Rulo. Rulu's out of the game. I wasn't like, so they changed him out for number 8. And trying to cut through. Still on his feet there. Eventually taken down. Kieran Kendrick taken down at the 40. Pardon me, Kieran Creek. Minute 45 left to go in the game. And with this amount of time left and with Frontenac on the offensive right now, I think this one is pretty much all but over.
Those refs were definitely not happy with what they just witnessed. The whistle had gone off and they were still pushing at the runner. When the whistle is gone, you leave the ball and holder alone.
Exactly. It's one of the core rules in football to protect the safety of the players. You know, you don't want to be hit when you're not expecting to get hit, right? You know, because when you're trying to prepare for a hit and, you know, when you're unsuspecting hit, you can cause some serious damage.
It's the same reason you can't hit from anywhere, behind or on the sides. Blindsiding is a major rule.
And that punt is well caught there by number 4 for Holy Cross, who's running it up the side. He's going to gain some distance before he runs that one out of bounds.
First down for the Saints at their own 48-yard line.
First down for Holy Cross at their 48-yard line. Potentially one last effort here to increase their point total to make it a little more respectable.
Absolutely. However, 6 points on the board is better than no points on the board. And that is definitely what you don't want to see during that.
Fox gets sandwiched by 2 players, and he's taken down for a loss of yards. And Fox was sacked, and now 50 seconds left to go. And Fox will opt to try and run it before he gets sacked. But an early whistle, potentially, and Fox does not appear to be happy with that one as he chucks the ball right into the ground.
You must remember, when you have the ball, when the whistle goes and they let go of you, you cannot get mad about early whistles. The whistle is there to protect you.
Indeed. Fox might have thought that one was a little bit earlier than he would have liked because he thought he was probably going to get out of that one, but he's a little bit upset with the whistle going earlier, but like you said, it's there to protect you.
It is much better for an early whistle than it is for a late whistle and an injury. Holy Cross opts to punt the ball on the 3rd down and about 35 yards to go from first down. That is a beautiful punt down to the 45 yards. And it is live, and it is recovered by Holy Cross. However, there is a flag on the play, so we'll see if it stands.
Tristan, I believe they didn't give him the 5 yards he needed to pick up the ball, as one of the Holy Cross players was pretty much on top of the ball where it landed.
That is definitely a huge problem and is there for obvious reasons. and it's absolutely a misfortune when people violate that rule. So we'll see if the flag is accepted nor declined. It appears the flag is accepted and possession's gone back to Frontenac.
It's a 15-yard penalty against the Saints. First down for Frontenac. 30 seconds left to go in the game. Frontenac looking, unless some sort of crazy miracle happens for Holy Cross, Frontenac looks to be the ones who are going to take this.
Maybe if the Wizards come and they wish upon an interception and a touchdown, maybe that could happen. But the circumstances and probability is very unlikely, and Holy Cross is not in Holy Cross's favor currently. And it appears they are running the clock until the end. So they will not start the down until the clock hits low.
And 1-0, the Frontenac Falcons are your Senior Boys Football KASSAA champions! By a score of 31-6, the Falcons defeat the Saints here at Richardson Stadium in an evening time rain-sopped mess that is now turning into snow.
What a wonderful time to finish this season as well. The weather is getting a little bit worse. The temperature is getting a lot worse. This is definitely the point where you want the season to be done. It's nice to see that it is ended, especially in Frontenac's favor here with an amazing KASSAA championship win.
So
It's also great to see that the rain has also now dissipated for medals.
thank goodness. Well, between these two schools, both will have to settle for a win and a loss as the Holy Cross Juniors defeat the Frontenac Juniors and the Frontenac Seniors defeat the Holy Cross Seniors.
Absolutely, but you must remember, despite the score having a drastic difference, it was still an intense and honestly hard game to play and watch. There was a lot of contact, a lot of energy, and absolutely amazing stuff to watch.
Definitely a great game. Now, we will be quiet and we'll let you take in the medal ceremony and prepare for the presentation of the trophy before we get ready to sign off here.
We will have a presentation of the Winning North Memorial Trophy to the most valuable player for today's championship game.
And we'll see the Norris Trophy presented to the most valuable player of the game.
A lot of potential candidates for this one.
Indeed, as Tristan just said, a lot of potential candidates for this one in this game.
Everybody played hard and with heart.
Everyone played with such raw intensity in this one. They gave it their all. So it's hard to pick just one.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Winning North Memorial Award is being presented by his daughter Shannon. And it is going to number 34 from the Frontenac Falcons, Owen Rulo.
And it would be Owen Rulo to receive the Wayne Norris Most Valuable Player trophy for the Frontenac Falcons.
Absolutely a splendid choice. Best choice I think you could make for Frontenac. Lots and lots of candidates, but definitely a wise choice.
And we now want to call upon the captains of the Frontenac Falcons to receive the Rob Bruce Memorial Trophy as KASSAA Football Champions for 2025.
And look at that. Our MVP is also a captain, and he will be starring in 2 trophy photos.
Now, as the captains get the picture with the trophy, momentarily, they're going to be rushed by their teammates to come lift the trophy. And here everyone comes. And listen to that celebration. And one last big congratulations to the Frontenac Falcons for their KASSAA Senior Football Championship. I've been Josh Miles, joined alongside Tristan. Tristan, final words?
This has been an amazing season so far, and this concludes the 2025 football season. It has been great, it has been amazing, and we are very thankful that you were here with us today to watch with us.